And we're live.
Well, hello, everyone.
Guys. Glad you all could see you can blah, blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah. Let's start this over.
Blah, blah. Let's start
blah,
it over.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. He's all tongue-tied.
Glad to see you all can join us here tonight at Happy Hour at the Cove, hanging out here in the command center tonight.
Yes, absolutely. We want to thank everyone that's
we
here.
See Flash in your pan. Ed has joined us. And
Park Rat Pat's in the house.
Dan from Old Danny Boy.
Grease Monkey.
Grease Monkey.
I see Team Clam
Can Do Veteran. Thanks for joining. As you can see behind us.
Yes, looky over here.
Yep. Yes. We'll be talking about
Stories
that
Lost
here
and
in
Found.
a few minutes. Hey, other side of the boat.
Do I see JP Lawns and More?
JP Lawns and More.
Lewis
Bean
Schwartz.
and Pick. I'll say Bean and Pick both because I don't know which one it is. Could be both. Could be one.
I'm going to say it's both of them.
Yep. We're just hanging out. Got a couple of mail calls to do. We got our special guest hanging in the back.
573.
Hanging in the back room. And going to hang out here tonight and have a good time.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me. Yes, it does. We've got a small mail call we're going to do,
and we're going to have a giveaway tonight. So I need you all to here. Hold on. Let me get some things set up here.
Bear with us, folks.
Please bear with me. Let's see if this is it. The one I want. Okay.
That is it.
Yep, that's the one I want.
Okay.
Get back here. And I want you all to type in hashtag Creekwater. And we're going to start this giveaway. Let me start collecting comments. Okay. That should have us. Let's do this now.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Whistle Pig Digging has joined us.
Welcome, Dale and
Swamp
Don,
Rat.
Swamp Rat Nation. Well, I'm going to tell you what, people are joining in, and we're going to go ahead and start in
on
the
mail call.
Mail call.
Yeah.
First mail call is going to go out to Can Do Veteran, and we got our flag. As everyone can see, it's hanging right there.
Yes.
Oh, I'm turning the wrong camera. Right there it sits. And we love it. Great addition to
the command center. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much, Can Do Veteran. Yes. We love it, and we display it proudly.
Yes.
And thanks for everything that you've done for us all.
We your sticker is
hashtag Creekwater Park Rat.
Move over, your sticker is right up there. So yeah, Can Do Veteran, thank you so much. We appreciate it, and we love the flag. Absolutely love it. It's just a great addition to the command center.
We go, Mr. Pat.
Yes, let me make sure that is collecting. Yes, it's collecting names.
We got to keep him straight there, Dale.
Yes, and my next.
Hey, Frederick.
Can I do my next mail call?
Absolutely. I'm saying hello to Toby Boko.
And our next mail call is going to go out to Dawn over at Swampy Rat Nation. And we got our mugs. I'm drinking out mine. Melissa's is sitting on the shelf, but I've got mine.
Yeah.
And we actually, Dawn, we used the rub this evening on our chicken, and we threw it in the smoker. And yeah, thumbs up on the rub. And
Digging Up the Carolinas. Hello.
Hello, Frederick Romano.
I think you're going to have to, because I feel like I'm.
Oh, well, I can. Oh,
there we go.
Like this. That's better, isn't it?
Well, maybe for you. Ain't for me.
There we go. That's a little better.
Okay.
We'll get it figured out here, folks. You know us.
You all got to look over the hairdo here, guys. Lassie needs to go to the beauty shop. So
was that it on the mail call?
Swampy and Can Do Veteran.
And that was it.
That was it. Yeah. Yes.
So yeah.
Yes, we really enjoyed that seasoning, Swampy, on the chicken. It was good.
Love my mug.
Hey, Lisa P. Thanks for joining us. Well, Should we bring our guest up?
And Joe Bob
Yes.
will be doing a mail call because he got his mail and he said he would be doing a mail call. So, yep. Everyone be looking for Joe Bob's mail call here soon. So we're going to get ready and we're going to bring our guest up tonight. And our guest tonight comes from California.
California.
And that's going to be Cory the treasure hunter.
Everyone welcome Cory.
Hey. How's it going?
Cory.
How's it
Good
going?
to see you guys. It's going pretty good. Just getting ready for Saturday night here in Oakland.
Yeah.
So what goes on out there in Oakland on a Saturday night?
Ooh, it's best to stay indoors. That's what I would say.
Really?
It's it can get pretty brutal out here. There's a lot of violence, but you know, I mean, it's mostly people in the wrong place, wrong time, not knowing where they are. You know, going to the ATM and there's someone following them. You know, I mean, just stuff like that. You just got to be careful and just always think that someone's probably trying to do something weird to you, and you'll be okay. That's the way I do.
That would be, yeah.
Flash in your pants says dodging bullets.
Yeah. I've dug up quite a few. I think in my first 2 years of the YouTube channel, at least, I've collected all of them. So I think at some point during all this, we'll add them all up and see how many I found. I also wanted to kind of like bring them down to the station and just see if they want them or something, you know, because I've documented it where all of them are with my channel.
Cool.
Cool.
How long you been detecting now, Cory?
I think since like maybe the right around 2000-ish.
Oh wow!
I got my first detector was a Tesoro Sumax. It's kind of like a whites, I would say. It's just there's just little buttons on it. There's no LED, and you just go by the noise. And I just bought one because I really wanted to just treasure hunt, and I went into a tot lot, and literally the second thing I dug up was a gold necklace, and the rest is history.
What got you into? I mean, what sparked your interest the metal detecting community?
I think for the first part, in my early childhood, I was kind of like a scavenger. I would look for things and find things and collect things, and then I was always into like lost treasure in the ocean from the Spaniards and all the stuff that they did in the South Americas, and just a lot of stuff to do with that. That's really where I've gotten my treasure hunting kind of persona from, and I can't really do that. So the next kind of thing is like gold panning and prospecting, but then that's kind of in the middle of nowhere. So the next best thing is, hey, I can metal detect anywhere all the time. So that's what I do. That's how I got into it.
Now, in the area you're in, do you run into areas that you just can't hunt? I mean, or is pretty well parks and everything open?
I'm pretty fearless. Technically you do need a permit to hunt in some of the parks around the Bay Area. The Bay Area is kind of Oakland and San Francisco and the surrounding areas. And for certain parks you do need a permit. It's very cost efficient. It's $20 for 2 years, and no one's ever asked me for a permit except for maybe one time, and that was just some person that worked at one of the parks, and of course I had it with me, but I couldn't get it out, because I had all this gear and I'm walking around, and by the time I got it out, I didn't even want to see it anymore.
We have a question there. Bacchus 573 says, Cory, what would be a good starting detector now?
I mean, I've never used it, but price wise, I think what it comes down to is how much it costs and how often you're going to do it. If you're going to go out once a month, that's basically 12 times a year. You probably don't want to spend $1,000 on a detector, right? So I would say, I personally use Minelab products. I had an Xterra 705, which was my first real detector, I would say, where I spent more than $200 or $300. But I know the Simplex is pretty good. I just have never used it. And the Simplex to me is kind of similar to a bounty hunter as far as the tone. The tone is really kind of different for me, I should say. Like the tone on the Mind Labs are kind of like, it's like harmony and music to me, whereas the Bounty Hunter and the Simplex is kind of like music I don't like, so to speak, when I hear the tones. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say Simplex is probably the cheapest one, and then probably the Vanquish 540, and then, you know, all the way up to the 800, which is what everyone likes. But personally, I did really well with the 705, which is now only like $300 or $400, and it was originally the same price as the 800, the Knox 800, which is now $800 or $900. So, you know, I mean,
yeah, well, you know, we're Garrett people. That's what we started off with. We started off with the Garrett 200. But you know, the most everyone we see, you know, yeah, if you're going to start Simplex, everyone, it seems to be a really good machine at a low cost. Some of the Ace models are good machines. It's just whatever you want. I mean, you're not going to go wrong really with any machine you buy. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's for me, it's if you're going to use it every day, you're probably going to want to spend a lot more money than if you're going to use it, you know, once a month or once every couple months. You know, for you need something that's a little more robust. Like I used to go out all the time. I mean, several times a day. You know, I just take a break just to like get away from it and then go back and then start hunting again. And I've broken machines, you know, and whatnot. So I think if you're just a beginner, you don't need to buy all in. But you know, maybe the Vanquish 540, that's kind of the middle ground, or like I said, the 705 Xterra is kind of the Knox the Knox 800 or the Knox 600 before those were invented. You know, and now like the Knox 600 and Knox 800 is kind of like, there's a newer machine now. I don't know what it is, but there's a newer machine that came out. So they're, you know, those might even come down in price at some point.
yeah,
You know, in the next year or two. So
yeah.
Something to think about.
It's there's a lot of good machines out there. I mean, really, not going to go wrong with whatever.
It's whatever you get used to and train your ears to, and it's all learning your machine, and you're constantly learning because you're finding different targets.
It's like I've said 100 times, that little Ace 200, I love that machine. We found some of our best finds with it, and that was back before we even started videoing.
Yeah.
And I'll still take it out from time to time, just when I'm not going to be filming, just a day to metal detect. I still like to take it out and use
it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to ask a question now.
Well, you can.
Okay. I'm glad to have your permission. What has been your most unusual find?
Well, I mean, for metal detecting, I would say it was definitely that little figurine. I found this figurine, which kind of people say is like a Wendigo or some kind of native spiritual thing. I really don't know what it is. That's what it's like. No one's been able to positively identify it. You know what I mean? And you know, now that I see Gary's metal detecting on here, I did have a cool, unusual find with him. We met up in Sacramento, which is hours away from where both of us live. I don't even have a car, so you know, I had to take a train there and do all kinds of stuff. But I found a Mustang Ranch keychain that said, you know, hey, I forgot what it said on there, but I have it somewhere. It's basically like, it's Emma's room or whatever, and like, hey, call Emma, something like that. That was a pretty cool, unusual find, I'd say.
That was cool.
Yeah, I know you scoot around on that scooter pretty good through stuff.
Oh yeah, with gas prices, I mean, I haven't had a car in a long time, and I wanted to live kind of life without a car so I could travel more and not worry about it. I mean, I rented a car the other day. I rented a van, and overnight someone came and punched a hole through the tank and tried to take the gas, but I parked it there with no gas, so.
Oh my God.
There's a rental car there. So.
And I know it has probably happened, but have you ever actually physically had anyone grab your scooter and try to take off with it?
Not the one that I used, but like the one that I had a couple that looked just like the ones that you can jump on and rent or whatever. And there were some guys drunk in a park or whatever, and they were kind of wrestling around, and all of a sudden they were wrestling around towards the scooter, and one of them grabbed it and they was like trying to throw it at the other person, but I had it chained to the fence, so he couldn't grab it. And then, you know, that's pretty much it. But I had people look at it. The other day I had someone come up and look in my bag because I had my bag chained to the scooter. And I just, you know, kind of politely yelled at him like, "Hey, that's mine." And he just kind of, he kind of he scurried away and then did some crazy, like, I don't know. There's a lot of people here with mental health issues and they're kind of homeless. So you kind of have to, be aware of just what's going on. Cause you know,
Right.
That's one thing I was going to ask you guys. Do you guys, when you guys treasure hunt, do you guys typically always wear headphones? No. See, I used to wear headphones when I hunted at the beach or whatever, when I first started, you know, and I'd go to the beach, but I don't ever wear headphones ever around here ever.
I don't like the confinement of having them on. We have used them, but yeah.
To me, it's two things. It's one, I want to be aware of what's going around here in specific places, and it's fun to hunt other places where I don't have to worry about that. But the other thing is I'm intense. I get in there and I'm working like it's a job, you know what I mean? So I'm sweating and I don't like sweating on my ears. It's kind of so that was the other reason I don't like the headphones.
And now I've got to ask this, because you talk about the violence and stuff out there. Have you had any really nervous encounters where you felt like, okay, this guy could possibly, I'm in trouble right now?
I mean, for me, I'm pretty much, I know how things work around here, so I'm not really overexposed to things. But yeah, you do see kind of things where, you know, where's the hero gonna emerge in this situation? But yeah, I mean, I'm basically trying to lay low and be a nobody, and I'll help where I can. I mean, something happened when I first moved in here. There was like a dog fight, and these people are screaming. I ran out there and I helped unlock the dogs or whatever. But then 2 minutes later, it's like people are screaming again, and it's like, I don't know, I don't got time for this. You know, I'd rather just kind of just stay inside and do my work where I work, and just, you know, if I'm out at night, I'm walking around. I live life like a normal person here. You know, I go outside at night and whatnot late at night, and I'm just conscious of who's around and where they are and how close they are. If they're really close, that's kind of what I'm looking for, I guess.
Yeah.
And then also, I mean, it's kind of hard to see, but most people, when they look at me, they kind of don't want to be near me anyways.
We've never ran into anyone to give us any trouble, which, you know, where we're at, population's small. We have crime in Huntington, a lot of where we hunt at a lot, but most of those people you'll see in the parks, shoot, man, I don't worry about them. And if one was to come up to me, you know, I'd have to just basically come out and tell them, look, I've got a handheld digger in my hand, and I'm going to start stabbing you with it if you do anything.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had anyone attack me, but they're, you know, you just, for the most part around here, everyone, they cheer me on. They're like, "Go! I hope you find something.
Yeah.
I hope you find treasure." And, you know, there's a couple haters out there. Like the people, if you're getting close, like I'm pretty good at keeping a safe enough distance from someone that's living someplace. You know, I'll get as close as I can, you know, without like making them upset. I mean, it's very close, but I won't make them upset. But they kind of, you know, you just kind of have to understand the situation. And the ones that go, "You're never gonna find anything," yeah, blah, 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 those are the ones that you got to kind of worry about. Those are the ones that are like, they don't want you around. They don't want you there. The people that are like, "Hey, I hope you find a gold necklace or whatever." Those are the people where, like, wherever you go, and they're all over around here. Everyone's really into treasure hunting and metal detecting. Whether they had someone they knew that did it, they watched something on TV, they saw something on YouTube, you know, they grew up in the 80s with Indiana Jones and like all these other movies that were people where their lifestyle was just going and exploring and finding things and finding what they consider treasure or someone else would consider treasure. I mean,
oh my goodness, Toby Bobo.
It says about 3 weeks ago, I had a mentally challenged guy hit my detector with a sledgehammer. Oh, okay.
Wow. which you have to understand if they have a mental challenge. You really have to.
Might not understand exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. He probably was trying to go for him, but hit the metal detector. You never know. I mean, there's people out here that are wielding weapons. Like, you know, it's like, okay, I'm probably not going to metal detect over there. I'll wait till he's gone.
I know, Robert.
I've had people try to. Actually, now that I think about it, there was one person that threatened me. Like, they were a homeless person, but homeless person in California is a little different. They usually have a car or they have like some kind of dwelling that they're in, so they do have a house. And this guy had a bunch of dogs, and he was trying to use the dogs to intimidate me, and we were basically at a fence in between us. He was telling me he was going to hurt me or whatever, and you know, all this other stuff we don't really need to talk about. But there was one time where someone did actually get in my face.
Wow.
But I didn't really. I was like, I don't know. I'm pretty hard to intimidate, I guess, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah. I know Robert, he worries about me if we're in a park somewhere, because I like to venture off.
Yeah, I worry about her. I don't worry about myself. It's her.
Yeah. And we have taken walkies where we can keep in touch.
But that's a great idea.
Yes. And I have to remind him, I say, Robert,
which
I may be a female.
I know she's pretty tough.
But I have got a nigger in my hand. I will slice their throat from ear to ear with no hesitation. Or I will stick it in there right here. Or if it's a guy, I know right where to get him to bring him down, you know. Anyway.
Well, I don't want to find out.
I will. We'll be in parks, and I'll stop and always looking for her. And if I don't see her, I'll start hollering. Man, I don't care. Melissa,
he will.
Well, usually you guys are hollering at each other like, I found something, you know, like, I got something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I keep an eye. I try to keep an eye on her. So.
For the most part, I don't really think about it. It's like I'm in my own world doing my own thing. I am alert, but I'm not, you know, like it's a metal detecting, treasure hunting is a meditation type thing for me. It's I get into a zone and do my thing, and I'm not thinking about the world around me could crumble and it wouldn't matter, you know.
Yeah, I get the same way sometimes. I'm just, and then it's like, okay, where am I at? I done lost there myself because I just start walking and wondering. And,
yeah, it's very easy to just to keep your mind on that. I mean, there can be kids around and people around, but I try to concentrate and watch. And sometimes I need to look over my shoulder from time to time. Like Team Clambake says, meet my crevice tool.
It's like my new spade's called Dr. Otex, so it's like say hello to the doctor.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's weird to think about like defending ourselves while we're just doing something that we're like totally are able to do, and there's like no laws against it, you know. I mean, and I have people come up to me where they'll, you know, a lot. I guess the biggest thing, if it happens, which doesn't really happen to me because I pretend not to, you know, like I'm in my own little space and people they know not to bother me. Let's just put it that way. But like some people will come up to me and ask me stuff, and a lot of times it's more like they're trying to come into play, like trying to order me around or something like that. And it's like I was like, you should see like a police officer is not really necessarily going to order me around either. I'm basically going to stand my ground in almost any situation, unless I'm forced to move, or it's like, you know, there are situations where it's not worth the trouble. Like,
yeah,
our police officers around here, man, look, they don't. You're metal detecting. They don't care, long as you're not doing something that's disrupting. They ain't going to give you a second look or even a word about what you're doing. I mean, you don't have to worry about police around.
I've only had a cop approach me once, and I was at a public school in a really nice town. He basically wanted to make sure I wasn't like on some list, and he wanted to make sure that because I told him right away, like, hey, I got a permit and it's a public school, so what are you doing here? That's what I said to him. And then he's like, you made me drop my spade because, you know, he's like, that's your weapon, you need to drop it. I was like, okay, whatever.
And then, my goodness.
And then you make sure that I'm like legit, and then he's like, oh, normal stuff. Hey, what did you find? Oh, can I get rich doing this? And like blah blah blah. And it's like, hey, I just want to go back to treasure hunting. Like, get out of here. I literally just found a ring as the guy had approached. It was pretty funny. It was a fake Lord of the Rings ring, but it was like gold plated, and I was like, oh, I don't find many gold rings, so I was like, oh, this might be a gold ring, and then this guy was in my face. Hey, Marlon's up in here. Hey, Marlon.
Yeah, I think Marlon joined us.
For those of you just joining us, type in hashtag Creekwater to be entered into our giveaway.
Yes.
But yes, thank everyone for joining us. We have Mary Monarch. We have Marlon. I think I've said hello to everyone else. Anthony Brooklyn Treasure Hunter has joined us.
Yep, we've got Cory Treasure Hunter with us this evening.
Yeah, Brooklyn's kind of like the other side of the country, Oakland, I guess. Like it's it's just a lot of stuff's going on around here, but there's so much. I mean, I found a silver coin today. Just I was hunting under a bridge, and I'm like, I can't. I kept driving around trying to find a place to hunt, and I just kept coming up. No, this isn't the right place. Oh, I can't find it on the map. There's this place I'm looking for. But anyway, so long story short, I couldn't get to where I was going. So I'm like, I'm going to hunt under this bridge. I know there's stuff under there. So eventually, I dug up probably a couple bucks and change. And then one of my last coins I dug up was like a little silver rosy dime. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome. That is awesome. B. Hickles, thanks for joining us. Let's see. Where do you like mostly to hunt at, Cory? Do you like parks? Do you like home sites? I mean,
I just basically hunt what's available to me, and that's so that's kind of like I live by a kind of a big lake. It's called Lake Merritt in Oakland, and I hunt around the lake. And I found plenty of showstoppers around the lake. So I guess I like hunting parks. And I like hunting tot lots because tot lots are kind of, I don't know, I guess, in the world of treasure hunting and metal detecting, a lot of it can be psychological. And I feel like a tot lot, if you're like down or you haven't found stuff in a while, or you just, you're too tired to dig or whatever, it's really easy to get in a tot lot and find some really good stuff.
Yeah, I love tot lots.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we love tot lots.
In fact, tomorrow,
if you're not near the ocean or sand, it's like it's your beach. That's kind of another way to look at it. Depth Spader's here. How's it going?
That's the Silver King.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my goodness sakes! I'd like to see his silver hoard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so like in one of his videos is like probably a whole year of what I found maybe.
Oh shoot, yeah, he found today what I watched today. He done found more I've done found since I've been metal detecting. I mean, yeah.
I got lucky. I was in Southern California near LA, and I was digging in a curb strip while I was waiting for my girlfriend at the time to get ready so we could go to get dinner or whatever. She's like, oh, I'll be a couple minutes. I was like, I'm metal detecting your front yard. So I get to the front yard or whatever, and then I'm like, okay, whatever. I get down to the curb strip, and I pop out like a huge quarter. At the time is what I thought it was or whatever, but I was in a hurry, and I wasn't paying attention. So when she was finally ready, she's like, oh, what did you dig up? And I just gave her all the stuff, and she's like, do you know you have a coin from 1875 in here? And I was like, no way. Wow. It's like a $50 or whatever, but it was a Mexican 50-cent piece, and it was probably one of my greatest coin finds that I've had, ever. But it was just kind of in a curb strip right out in front of a modern house, on a modern street. I thought it was amazing,
That is wonderful.
What's some bucket listers? What are you really wanting to find? I mean, it just, I can't find it.
I mean, for where we live, because I say we, for all the California hunters, there's a lot of us. Something that's really hard to find out here is a large cent. There's a large cent. And of course, I would love to find a $50 and silver dollar. I mean, silver $50, silver dollar, and all those, which I'm assuming I'm going to find at some point. But the large cent, the large cent is probably the hardest thing to get outside of like maybe gold town mines or ghost towns and gold mines in California.
We have Park Rat Pat in the house. Thank you for. Oh,
there he is.
There we go. Anybody actually have any questions for Cory?
Post them in the chat.
The link has been put up
anyone wants to
out
show
if you
up,
want to join
show
us.
I did have a question for you guys. Have you guys found a large scent?
What was that? That was a
American large scent.
No. I found a Canadian large scent, but it was just like, what was it? It was a 1943 large.
Okay.
But yeah, but nothing. The oldest coins to date that I have found in a natural dig was my 1886 Indian head penny, and then I just in an upcoming video where we've been doing the home site series here.
Yeah.
I've got another Indian head penny. It's an 1884 that I find.
Oh wow!
So that's been my oldest two finds. I want to find, and I know a lot of people think, well, a lot of people find. I want to find a silver Benji Franklin.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That's on my list because I found my thimble. Done found my thimble. That was one of my top bucket listers.
Nice.
My thimble. A couple of nice, I found a couple of nice military buttons and couple of nice compacts. And I've got, that ain't the next video, but the next one I have another awesome bucket lister. When we've done these home sites, and I know in one of them, I know everyone's like, oh, all you're doing is bucket lister after bucket lister, but they are when you hit these old home sites like we've been doing here lately.
Oh, yeah.
Because all we've been hitting is parks and tot lots. So,
yeah.
We're finally hitting bucket listers. So,
yeah.
I can't wait to get across the country and go to some older places. And I know I'll find some stuff, but it's just getting there and having the time. That's another part of the hobby. Unless you're gonna devote yourself to it, you gotta have a job and you gotta live someplace. So,
Jericho, thanks for joining us. Pat, what's going on in your world?
Whew, I'm exhausted. My goodness, we've had so much going on here lately. It's like I'm looking forward to getting out and digging tomorrow. I'm gonna get together with Kimberly, and we're just gonna do some park hopping and see what little stuff we can get at the parks, not do any door knocking or look for permissions or old home sites or nothing. Just let's hit some parks and do some swing, because I have been buried with house stuff. Insurance companies trying to cancel us. We need to get a new roof on there.
Oh,
I got a guy coming over Monday to take out a bunch of trees. That's going to be like $3,000. But they've hit that point where it's a danger to the house. When the top of the palm tree weighs like 600 pounds, and if it snaps off and hits the house, we're in trouble. So got to get this stuff done, and I had a rush order for some shirts overnight, so I stayed up for like 40 hours straight making these shirts. I mean, I went to bed at 8 o'clock this morning, and I didn't get up till like 5.
Wow.
Wiped out, but I'm looking forward to hunting tomorrow. And
so Pat, when you have one of those hunts that you're talking about for tomorrow, do you kind of visualize or dream of what you may find the night before?
Well, one of the first parks we're going to go to is where the local metal detecting club holds their annual event, a seated hunt, and they'll put out like keys on big brass keychains. They'll put out 6 of them for treasure chests, and some of these keys don't get found for 2 or 3 years.
Whoa.
Even though nothing gets buried, it's just they kick sand over it. And there'll be 100 detectorists out there and people at the park all the time. Stuff is always missed. You go out there and you'll find a penny that's painted yellow, and it's like, well, that's a color they used 7 years ago. How did it get missed all this time? So anything's possible out there, but I love hitting the playgrounds. My first go-to spot is the swings.
Yeah.
I got all around the swings, and then I'll hit the bottom of the slides, and if my body will let me, I'll climb inside the monkey bars and poke around in there with my pinpointer. So, my last ring came out of a tot lot.
Yeah, tot lots are like I was saying earlier. If you've been striking out lately, go to a tot lot. If you want some quick, easy digs and you only got an hour to dig, go to a tot lot. You know, you got a good chance of finding something jewelry related for sure.
Yeah. Well, one of my favorite pick-me-up hunts is to go to one of the local campgrounds where I have permission to hunt any of the camp spots that aren't occupied. And that's a place I know I can go and penny farm all day long. Get some dimes, get some nickels, get some quarters, but mostly pennies. I did a video a while back. I hit that place in one afternoon, like 3 or 4 hours. I got 154 coins.
Wow.
You know? And that's like, that kind of puts you back on your game, you know?
Yeah. Like a slump buster.
Yep.
Speaking of pennies, let me tell you, Cory, we thought Robert had found a lot of pennies here some time ago, but Cory, how many did you find in the one day?
Oh my goodness!
Well, the one day I counted them up, I got 245. So I was like, that was a lot. But also that day I dug up 400 and something coins, and that was kind of like my anniversary day. I actually dug up a golden platinum highlighted coin that day. It was a pretty awesome day.
Nice.
I also found that same figurine we were talking about earlier that I can't identify.
So you must be younger than me, because if I bent over for 400 coins, I'd be down for 4 months.
Well, that was just the coins, but yeah, I mean, I'm definitely feeling it. When I go out now, I'm not going out for 6 or 8 hours and doing 500 targets or whatever. I'm just, I'm still doing 100 plus, but it's not like it was before. And then I'm conscious, like, hey, I want to do this the rest of my life, not just for 1 year,
Yeah. I think a lot of the aches and pains and stuff are psychological, because I know when I'm in the grocery store and I'm in line, if I drop a nickel on the ground, it's staying there, because I know I'm going to bend over and be like, get my nickel back. But if I'm out swinging my detector and I get a penny signal, boom, I'm on all fours like a cheerleader at a frat party. No pain at all. So it's all in your head.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, my knees definitely hurt after some days. I'm like, wow, I can't believe my knees hurt. Like, what's wrong? I feel like I was a catcher for 30 years or something.
You know what? Not to interrupt you guys, but Ed with Flash in Your Pan brought up a great thought to me when he said the silver he found was mainly under old clotheslines.
Mm-hmm.
And in one of our recent
videos,
I found a silver dime, and in that same hole was a zipper pull
that I found the old the graduation cuff link,
and I found a button, so that was in the line of the old clothesline. Yes.
So yeah.
Always try and find those if you can. Yeah, definitely. Guys, for those of you just joining, we do have a giveaway going, and the keyword is hashtag Creekwater. So those of you who
that's all one word.
Yeah, one word, hashtag Creekwater.
Fun with dirt.
And we're going to do a giveaway, and I think Cory has some stickers he's going to throw into it as well.
And I need to let people know what they're going to win.
Yes, by all means.
Okay, last week.
Oh, I like that one.
Go ahead, Cory.
Hold that one up again.
This one? The checkerboard?
Yep, that is nice. I like the cutout effect on that.
Thanks, Pat.
All right. Park Rat got some new ideas now. Thanks for showing. Heck yeah.
Then this one.
Oh, that's cool.
So
let me tell everyone what they're going to be winning.
By all means, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
They may want to take out hashtag Creekwater out once
they just might want to. When they no. Last week we gave away the little penny, and then the regular penny, and then the big penny.
Yeah.
So this week we're going to give away a small quarter.
And it is tiny. It's like a pea.
Then just a regular quarter. Then we're going to give away the big quarter. And if you haven't got channel stickers, we're going to throw channel stickers in. And we've got
Hey, Deej, thanks for joining us.
There's a Park Rat Pat button and a Clark's Cove detecting button. And we're going to throw in some of them buttons. And you never know, we might throw in something else. So.
You never know.
But that's what you're going to be getting tonight.
This is the first time I've looked forward to winning a quarter I can't smoke. Hey.
But yes, those of you, I seen Deej just joined us. Hashtag Creekwater to be in on the giveaway, Deej.
Tonight.
And so
and Deej is going to be on the special guest tomorrow morning on Rob's live stream, Digging Florida with Rob, FL Thunder. So, nice. I mean, I'll be out detecting, but those of you who aren't, definitely go over there and check that out. It's always a super time over at Rob's Lives on Sunday. Last week was amazing. He got over 100 thumbs up during that show, and it was just live and kicking the entire time. It was awesome.
We're going to be out detecting. We have been doing that the past, well, let's see, few Sundays, and so we've not been able to get in on it because we leave early and get out there. But tomorrow's supposed to be 60 degrees.
We're going to get out. Yep. So
yes.
And digging up the Carolinas, these little miniature coins. Oh, let me tell you, I have had these since I was a kid. And my dad come home with them one time. I don't know where he picked them up. And I've had them ever since. Oh, I was probably 11 or 12 years old when he brought those home. And I have no one to give them to. And so I told Melissa I was going to take them and individually kind of give a couple of them out from time to time and let some other people enjoy them. So that's the story behind those little bitty coins. But I don't remember where he got them from. Like I said, he come home with them one time and give them to me.
And those memories must be in black and white because 11 or 12 for you was a long time ago.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
You know what? Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. So I have had them.
I'm right there with you.
Anyone that's getting one, just hope they enjoy them, Even so.
When you hear someone say, oh, 25, 30 years ago, and I think, oh, back in the 70s, but gosh, no, 25, 30 years has not been but the 90s.
And the big ones now, I remember where I got these. I picked these up back when I was probably 13, 14, we took a train ride to Washington, D.C., and in a gift shop when we was at the, what's the big museum there in Washington, D.C.,
I don't know.
There's a bunch of them.
Well, what's the main, it's spread out over, I don't know how many different buildings. But in the gift shop, picked up these big coins, but this is the last big coin I'm giving away. The rest of them I have. You all ain't getting them. Sorry.
You got to keep some coasters on hand.
They're saying the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
Was it the Smithsonian?
Is that it? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, part of the Smithsonian Institute. Yeah.
How long ago has that been?
Oh, yeah. 40 years ago, 42 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, my dear Lord.
I age myself here and say, you should start a museum like that in West Virginia, be the Snuffy Smithsonian.
Snuffy Smith, yeah. Digging with Squeak, if you want to be entered in on the giveaway.
Hashtag Creekwater in the chat.
Yes. We're going to get ready and get someone picked to be a winner here.
We've got 40 entries on it already.
40 entries and 41 in the house.
Corey's throwing in some stickers.
Corey has some stickers he's throwing in. Oh, well, look at that. Oh, Cory is number. Everyone was flashing their numbers a while ago. And Cory is number 53.
Yep, he's Cove
number 53. And yes, Pat, number 3.
Yeah.
5 Trey.
Yep. Well, let's see. You have any more questions for Cory? Does there anyone else in the chat want to come up?
And anyone want to come up? I'll throw
Robert
the
will
link
drop the
back
link
up.
again.
After this, of course,
Cory,
yes, sir.
Are there any metal detecting clubs in your area? Or are you part of any groups like that?
There was a really big one that kind of went defunct a couple years ago. That was the main one. I think there was 200 members, and it just kind of fell apart. And then I know that there's another person that I go treasure hunting with named Cam, and he's part of a club. It's a little further. It's like maybe 20 miles away from me. I don't have a car, so I'm not part of the the group, but there is one active group, and I think there's maybe almost 40 members. They've actually, I've heard stories. They went to a school a couple years ago in a town that's close to here, which I won't say. They found 4.5 gold coins there on one of their digs.
That means there's a half a gold coin still out there.
Maybe, yeah. That's why I haven't disclosed the place. But but I don't know if my scooter can get there. I might have to Uber there.
Hello, Don.
Hey, Don, the metal detective.
Hey.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Don.
You got your name?
I keep
hashtag.
typing.
We have not seen
I'm sorry.
you.
We've not seen you.
Let's see. That shouldn't be right.
Well, that's what I kept typing and nobody was responding, and I thought, well,
I'll have to look into that. I have no clue. Yeah.
Have you typed in hashtag Creek Water for the giveaway? Dawn?
yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay.
But no one has responded to any of my
I'll have.
You
I
know,
don't know.
hellos, so I don't even know if that shows.
Yeah, and I just now seeing Sam saying hello to you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I made
happening.
special holiday buttons.
Oh wow,
There you go.
cool. 420.
Puff, puff, pass. So if anybody's getting interested in any of these for the holiday season, let me know. They're only $1 a piece. You know?
Okay, guys, I think we're going to get ready and
I need one of those, Pat.
Yeah, I'll have to check. I don't know how to check. I know how to check that, Brooklyn, but I can't right. I won't right now, but I'll have to check into that because that shouldn't be.
Oh yes,
Hey,
someone
Swampy.
could have
Hey,
accidentally.
Swampy, how you doing?
Yeah,
Hey, I'm doing well.
Hey,
What's going on there?
I've been exhausted from beach detecting.
I hear you.
Walking
That'll
on
take a lot out of
sand.
you. Mhm.
Yeah, walking on sand is not the same as walking on dirt.
No.
Dude, just out
No,
in
it's
Florida
not.
with a full beard, it'll take a
yeah,
lot out of you.
that's the drawback of sand, but at least you don't have to bend over a million times if you got a scoop.
I just got one. I just got a new
Yeah.
scoop, and that's because I went out the first time and I'm like, nope, not doing this without a scoop.
Yeah, it's really tough without a scoop.
Yeah.
You spend so much time looking for it in the sand. I mean, like,
Yeah. Yep.
it's all about time, target recovery speed, right? You know,
Mhm.
if you only have a certain amount of time to be out at the beach because of the weather, how many people are there, or your own time constraints.
Because I've been going to people's channels here lately. I'm unsubscribed from, and I know that I'm subscribed to them. I've been getting new subs. That's people that I know is already subbed
Yeah.
to me, and they're having to resub to me. So yeah.
We'll get it worked out.
Once
Dawn.
again, who knows what's going on?
Yeah.
I need to spread the word because I keep getting messages from people for a couple weeks now. I don't use my Instagram account. I don't have anything to do with it. People are getting all kinds of stuff from my Instagram account because I've been hacked. If something comes through from Park Rat Metal Detecting and Instagram, just block it and report it. That account's dead to me. It has been for over a year. So save yourselves the trouble. Don't get hacked yourselves. Just ignore it and move on, please, and spread the word.
And that's been happening a lot because of that whole Meta merger.
Mhm.
Instagram and Facebook are kind of merging together. I'll send messages on one and the other one sends them.
I've been getting friend requests from Shane
I didn't know
Kabat, who
that.
I'm already friends with Rob,
Right.
Florida Thunder,
Yeah.
who I'm already friends with. I've been getting every day. I get a friend request from someone I'm already friends with. So
Yep.
You know, it's just
it's
I got a
crazy
thing
right now for whatever
saying-
reason.
saying Park Rat Metal Detecting wanted me to join their Facebook page.
Give 'em the money.
You should do it.
Crazy.
Damn it!
You should do it.
I had to go check and make sure I hadn't been kicked out of my own group.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Last call.
Yeah.
Hashtag Creek Water for the giveaway. We'll give you a couple minutes.
To get it
Let-
in there.
Let everything get marinating as it should, and
like
we'll pick a winner.
So I got a question for the forum here. I don't know. Some of you guys have seen me be attacked by wasps and other animals. I'm just curious. You know, Pat, you guys are in Florida. You guys are over in West Virginia. How have any of you guys come into some serious contact with the wildlife out there while you're metal detecting and been hurt?
Fire ants.
Fire ants will get you hardcore.
I hate fire ants.
Wear underwear, I guess.
And we have Florida hunting wasps, and they attack sound. So if you're out there and your machine's all beep, 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 that attracts them. If you're out there with a weed eater, that attracts them. And yeah, you got to watch out for them because they'll gang up on you 30 or 40 at a time.
Oh, that's brutal.
Now, I know several months ago I was hunting at a permission, one of the old ladies that Melissa works for, and I put it in the video. I had just went by a yellow jacket's nest and they were all swarming across the ground, and I had just missed them, and I'm glad I missed them too, because
I'm glad for you.
Other than that, no, I'd
be glad for me.
We've not come in any contact with any wildlife or anything other than I'm worst with getting in the briars and getting
We do have rhinoceros beetles here that fly around, those big black ones with the little horn thing on the front of them. Those things are nasty, and those come flying into my garage.
Yes, that would be them.
And you don't see them as often now as you used to back in the day, but we get giant grasshoppers that are about 5-6 inches tall. And those will scare the life out of you. They're not dangerous, but if one jumps on you, you scream and pee, and it's not a fun time.
I would say not.
Gosh.
I had one run in out in the woods out by the homestead that I usually am hunting on with a 5-foot long eastern diamondback.
Oh,
No.
And I put the coil. I was swinging my coil, and I passed it right over its head. Didn't strike, nothing. I looked down and I went, yeah, I'm backing up nice and slow. Because, I mean, if you're close enough for the coil to be passing over its head, you're already close enough for it to strike you.
For sure,
They can strike their body length. Almost 2 times.
I was probably confused because you had like an extension of your body. So
Squeak keeps digging up. Wolf spider. She squeaks,
Ease and runs.
And I have heard squeak, actually.
It's cute.
It is very cute.
Okay, guys, we're going to get this. We're going to do this
giveaway. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, let's get.
I've been digging lately around like snake holes. So
I don't know if I'm in or not.
Yeah.
So.
No,
as long as you typed hashtag you should be doing.
Melissa, did you see my answer back to your question?
No.
Nope.
Let's get this running here.
Okay, here we go. Good luck, everybody.
Digits twisted.
Yeah, digits twisted.
It's going to slow roll it too.
Olin Borden.
Congratulations, Olin.
Yes, he did.
Let's see.
Is this where they have to claim it?
Yeah, let's see here.
He did win a package here.
I keep track. Olin
Congratulations.
Borden, he won a live stream on February 19th.
Dang. That's luck.
That's not been that long.
That's not been that long ago. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to throw her out again to get another winner. Someone that maybe hasn't won anything.
Yep.
If that's okay, Olin.
Yep. I mean, yep, because we like to give everyone an extra chance. Okay, let's go back over here.
Okay, let's do this. We're going to draw again.
Draw again.
I guess I should have did hashtag Creek Water. There you go. Bacchus.
Bacchus 573. Are you still in the chat? Yes, you are.
Just send us your address at clarkscovedetecting@gmail.com and we'll get that out to you.
We'll get your winnings out to you, and congratulations.
Cory has some stickers.
Yeah, so Bacchus, what state are you in? Maybe I'll just send it directly to Bacchus.
Let's see.
Yep. So,
we're looking at the chat to see what he may say, Bacchus. I'm writing it down right now.
Speaking of a little Bacchanalia, who's going to be drinking after the show, Pat?
Contact us at Clark's Cove Detecting. It's scrolling along the bottom there.
Yep, I'll be over at JP's bar tipping a few.
Yep. That's where we'll all be heading after here. Everyone come over there and hang out.
Yeah, here real shortly. It's 5 till. My gosh.
Yeah, we're going to call last call here in about 5 minutes.
Bacchus 573 is in Connecticut.
Connecticut. Okay. Well, you guys are kind of like in the same side. So
yes, congratulations.
I can send it to you guys if you like, or I can send it directly to Bacchus, whatever you guys prefer.
However, if he contacts you, or if not, we'll send you.
Once we get his address.
Once we get the address.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go from there.
We'll make sure.
I think you should send him separately. This way he can do a double mail call.
Okay.
You know what? Pat, you always have such good ideas.
And Olin, we
don't get used to it.
Take that win away from you.
Wait a minute. Good ideas.
Well, Olin would like to February. Olin's a big boy. He understands.
New people, others winning. So
that's okay. I was busting out my bag that I carry when I'm just hiking today. And
we must have lost Dawn.
I had to jump in the porta potty, and I reached over and I looked in the bag, and there was a sticker hanging out, and I pulled it out and I went, "Oh, this is going on the wall."
Oh, was it one of the toilet stickers? Yeah.
I've got about 6 more of them left to stick places, and sticking it on the porta potty out at where I go hiking. That was perfect.
Awesome.
Not being.
Yeah, it's been a good happy hour tonight.
Yes, it has.
We want to thank everyone for stopping by. And we want to thank Cory for being our guest tonight.
Those of you who are not familiar with Cory, the treasure hunter, I'm sure you are now after being in the stream. Go over and give him some love. Check him out.
Give him a big thumbs
Let him know Clark's Cove Detecting sent you.
Lots of love.
Yes, definitely let me know.
Okay.
Yes.
And also, I have my anniversary for my YouTube second year sophomore season is April 24th, so I probably will have a live stream for that.
Nice.
So hope you guys can join in. We're gonna go over the big bag of clad. That'll be one of the things, one of the itinerary for that night. April 24th.
All right.
Absolutely, yes.
Good night, everybody. Those of you it's leaving, thank you so much for coming over. We'll see most of you all over at JP's.
Yep. We'll go over and hang out for a little while.
Thank you, Can Do Veteran.
Thank you, Can Do. Yes, love the
smoke break and then off to JP's.
Pat.
Yes.
You're a moderator, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Can you put up Cory the Treasure Hunter's link, please?
Let me see.
Real quick.
Let me see what I can do.
Okay.
Do that on my phone here.
That's something that we're we don't pay attention.
I forget that.
Oh my gosh, Cory.
I saw that in the show the other day. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Good night, Tom.
Thank everyone for stopping by this evening.
Anthony, yes. Pete, thanks
it's
everyone.
Always a good time here at Happy Hour.
I don't think Pat's seen
it
yet, so.
I just posted the link.
There we go.
So there it is. That's the link to Cory the Treasure Hunter.
Thank you, Park Rat Pat. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, guys, hey, Swampy, I'm going to knock you off. If you want to hang in the back room for a few minutes, we'll hang out for a few minutes.
Awesome.
BS a few minutes, and so hang in there with us.
Bye, everybody.
Okay.
See you soon.
Pat, you do the same. Hang out there in the back room for a few minutes, and we'll be with you. Cory,
hang out in the back room.
Hang out in the back room for a few minutes, and we'll chat.
The back lot.
Yeah, we'll chat for a few. See you in a few.
Good.
Okay, everyone.
I hope you all enjoyed the show. We
hate to run you all out of the command center with 32 of you still in here, but we appreciate each and every last one of you stopping by.
Yes, we do. And next Saturday,
we
won't be here.
That's right. I forgot
we've got
to
some stuff we've got going on, and so
next Saturday will be no happy hour at the Cove, but we will be back in 2 weeks with a good episode and a great giveaway we got planned. So you all going to want to hear for that. And,
absolutely. And guys, again,
for stopping by.
Thank you all for stopping in. And Bacchus 573, don't forget to send us your mailing address.
detecting@gmail.com, and we'll get your prize out to you as soon as we can. And thank you, Ed, for stopping by at Flash in Your Pan.
Yes.
And Alley Cat and everyone that stopped in this evening.
Ed, Flash in Your Pan. I don't know if we've done a sticker swap or not. We'll get with each other. Yes. Yep.
Thanks,
thanks, Rocky Mountain Life,
for stopping by.
Yes, thanks, Marlon.
Robert, thanks for stopping by. And we're out of here, guys. We'll see you all over at JP's bar here in just a few
And what else?
minutes.
We will see you all on that next what?
Cove or
Come
Find.
On. Let's hear you say it. Cove or Find. Y'all have a good
everyone.
evening. We love you guys. Bye.